Welcome to my tutorial how to play Doom the board game solo. Now this game is intended for 2 to 5 players. One player playing the Invader, who will summon demons, and attempt to stop the Marines, who can be controlled by 1 to 4 players. This game is great to play with friends, but I wanted to make it in a way that I could play on yourself, and I devised a few ground rules which I'll go through now. The Marine phase is the same as it normally would be. You'll move, you'll attack, and complete objectives as you normally would. Next, we're going to take all non-attack defend cards out of the event deck and make a separate face-down pile. Every time a demon initiative card is drawn, top card of this deck will be flipped over and revealed. All demons move towards the player and attack. When a demon attacks, we're going to roll the red dice, get 1 to 2 hits, we're going to use top card of the other deck and form an attack action. When spawning a demon, we're going to flip a coin. Heads to the left and tails to the right hand side. So I'm going to set up the game now for the first scenario from the scenario booklet. We're going to go through these steps and show you how it works. Okay, I've got here the game set up for scenario 1, which is the Operation Black Bishop Mission 1 Deep in the Dead. I've got the mission goal here, sample collection. We've got to gain the injected tokens, spawn setup, infestation, the imp assault, and I've got my cards here. Now, the Cess Invader cards were power overwhelming, seek and destroy, and are defensive. Now I've got these down as 3 separate piles. Your first pile is going to be your attack based cards. Anything that has to do anything with rolling the dice, extra damage, adding dice, re-rolling dice, a full additional attack, and so forth, will go into the attack pile. The event cards, which affect the rounds, such as Paranoia, where you get to look at Marines' decks and rearrange cards, and Unbreakable, reduce stack value of all demons. They go next. And finally, we have the bonus cards, which are stuff like add 1 to defense when demons defending, and the Iron Skin cards. So the game's almost ready. I'm going to spawn the demons, I'm going to get my cards ready, and I'm going to play through the mission and explain how it'll work in a solo variant. For the purpose of this game, cards such as these, Demonic Presence and Iron Skin, I'm going to take these out of deck because I can't really use these in a random setting because you have to be on the spot and play them, to add defense and against a large demon only. It's kind of too hard to really organise properly, so we're going to take them out and one to the side. Okay, we're all ready. We've got our imps, Revenant spawn at the top. Now for this goal we have to obtain objective tokens, and when a demon is spawned on these tokens, we assign the token to that demon. When the demon is killed, walk on the token, we pick it up, get all 3 to win. We've got our characters down here, our deck. I've just used a solo operative card for us, basically gives extra health, and we get an extra hand size, 2 extra actions, just helps out a little bit. We've got the initiative deck up here for the turn order. I've got the demon attack deck and the demon event deck ready. Here is the Imp and Revenant cards ready to attack, so I can use them for reference. I'm just going to play a few turns and I'm going to show you how this can sort of work. So, first of all, we decide turn order. We're taking the initiative deck at the top, and Alpha, that's us, so we go first. Drawn 4 cards, you can see here, we use cards to move. So, ideally, now this mission is quite easy, it's the first mission, so I can't really see myself failing this, but we'll go for it anyway. So we're going to play Combat Shotgun. As you can see, that's the main action. We can move 4. So we're going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. We also get to attack with a range of 4, but more than that. And we get to use a red and a black dice, you can see there. So we're going to use that first. Now, for the imp, when we attack an imp, we are going to roll a red dice and see what we get. We've got a 2, 1 or a 2. We have to flip the top deck, use defense symbol. So we've got 2 defense. Take that out to 4 damage. That's 2 damage to the first imp. Imps have 3 health, but it is staggered. As you can see there, 3 and 1. Then for our second move, we are going to play a second shotgun maneuver because don't forget we're using a solo property, so we get to use 2 actions, which is this symbol here. So we're going to play it again. we're going to move, spend an extra movement point to technically do a glory kill on this demon, which is instantly killed. And we also receive a glory kill card, which we can use later. Put that to the left. And then we're going to attack the demon in front. So, first of all, roll a dice. We've got a 1, so they get a defensive card, and they got same again, hellish power. So, as before, 2 damage to the first imp. So, we're just going to put 2 damage tokens. The imp card, so no, I've damaged it. Okay, that's the alpha's turn over. So, end of your turn, you draw cards to fill up your hand size. Next deck, okay, Invader. So, we're going to pick the imp, so it's sideways, that's one we used. So for the imp, we're going to get the event deck and reveal it. So, Scar's card activation phase. So, we keep this card in play until the end of the round. You can see there, it basically means that all demons have a reduced stagger value of 1. So, we'll keep that down. I'll put it there so I know it's in play. And that's 1 card being used. Now for the imps to attack. So we move all the imps in one go, one at a time. So if you look at the card there, you can see they've got move 4 spaces, they've got a range of 4, and they've got health of 3. They've also got abilities, but I can't use them just yet. We're just going to for the meantime. So we're going to move them close to the marine as we can. Form an attack. We're going to roll a dice. If we get a 1 or 2, we get to use the top card of the attack deck. We've got a 2, so this will be... If anything like this happens, if it says before the attack or after, you kind of just ignore it a little bit just so that the game flows. So basically we're going to add one black dice to the attack. So, in total we're going to be rolling these dice for the attack. Okay, they got 3, so we'll do our defense. 2, so take 1 damage. So that's 1 on the marine so far. Just 5 tokens. There we go, I'll put that there. Now for the next one, we move close to can. Roll the dice again. Got a 1. The top card. Explosive blast. So, what's this after the inform's attack? I'm going to ignore certain rules which are not adjacent. I'm basically going to make it, if everyone's played Arkham Horror series games, there's a thing called the Grim Rule. What the Grim Rule is, always assume it's the worst kind of a situation of a rule. So if it's going to suck, it's going to suck. So we're going to let this go through. So basically we're going to roll an extra red dice after the attack, and each figure suffers 1 damage for each symbol rolled. So normal attack is 2 red. We've got 1, so we're going to suffer 1 plus bonus dice of 2 in total. With 2 defense, that's no damage suffered. Next demon, move as close as it can. And we're going to roll dice. 1 again, so we're going to do this. So basically we get to attack twice. So demon form initial attack against a different marine. We're going to say it's the same marine, we're going to do 2 attacks. I want to make this really hard, so we're going to, it's going to be hard so far. So 3. Oh, I was lucky. We got the armor, so we take no damage. Additional attack of 2, and we've got the dodge symbol, so damage is negated. Now, last imp moves. 1, 2, 3. I want to all move as close to marine as possible, so it gets idea of being swarmed by the demons. Roll the chance dice for an attack, and we got a 1, so we're going to attack up the deck. Same again, we're going to add an extra red dice to the attack and add damage per dice. So we're going to roll this. We've got a 2, no defense cards left, so take 2 damage. So see, it's quite tricky so far. We're already on 3, but luckily we get extra health off the solo active cards, so we've got 15 health in total. Roll the last dice for the damage, and we suffer an extra 1, so an extra 1 damage suffered. Okay, that's the Invaders go over. So oh, it's no Invader. So we went to the next available demon, which, if you can see here, is the Revenant. And the Revenant does have an Argent energy symbol on the card itself. So in my rules, With this symbols on the card, we're going to use this as often as we can. So Imp's going to move, or so Revenant's going to move as close as it can. For the purpose of this, I'm going to ignore all sort of blocking attacks, because usually when there's a line of sight that's being blocked by something, you're going to have to reduce dice rolls and stuff, but I'm going to ignore that just for the sake of having a simplistic solo game. If you want to include that in your style of play, you can do that, it's up to you. So we're going to use the Argent energy because that's our rule. As soon as you get the energy, they have to use it. Now if you look here, Harry and Rocky, before rolling the dice for attack, the top 3 cards defender's deck, place on this card on top and discard the rest. The deck's empty, so wasted, was lucky for us. So we're going to roll the chance dice for we've got a 2. Crippling strike. So after this, we choose and remove. After this, we choose and remove 1 dice, and then the attacker becomes stunned. So we roll 2 red and a black for the attack. As you can see that by the card. Got 4 in total. Move a dice. I'm going to move the big one. So we'll take 2 in total, and we are stunned. If you don't know what stunned is basically, if I get the card here to show. When you're stunned, while you're defending, don't reveal any cost defense. And if you're attacking, before rolling a dice for attack, choose and move 1 dice. Once you've done one of these actions, the card goes. Got that for now. Okay, so finally, it's my go. So I need to kill the Revenant to proceed the solo game. So what I'm going to do is, let's see. I'm going to first off use a scope burst attack. So I get to move 3 and range of 7 and attack the Revenants. So what I'm going to do is, I'm first of all going to move this way. 1, pay 1 credit, move the door. 2 and 3. Then I'm going to attack with 2 red and a black dice. We did 4 damage. We're going to roll dice to see if we get defense. Got a 2. So they get a symbol, which basically means, it's a dodge, they dodged all the damage. Completely missed. Okay, now to our second turn, our second main action. I'm going to use Unload, so they know I'm not. Maybe I'm going to go for the chainsaw. I'm going to use Combat Shotgun. So I'm going to move 1, pick up the chainsaw. I'm going to stay there. Let me just acquire the chainsaw. Chainsaw card, Rippon's uses them. Put them on top of our deck. I'm also going to attack. Now, can't really reach the Revenant, so we're just going to attack normally on the first Imp. Possibly the one we did 2 damage to, just in case. So we're going to roll a dice. Ooh, we got a 5. Do they get defense? Let's see. And they do. And 1. Take all that. It's 4. More than enough to kill an Imp. Okay, so that's basically the round over and how the game sort of works. Obviously, you can see it can be quite hard. If you want to adjust difficulty of the game, there's certain things you can do. For instance, when you roll the dice to reveal a defense card for the demon, you can make it so it's just 2 they get instead of 1 or 2. So there's less chance of them getting a defense. Obviously, certain game modes it will be a lot harder. You can also change the decks if you want to. If you want to go through and set a deck in a certain way, it makes it a bit more fun, more action decks for you. And that's basically it. That's basically how the game works. As you can see, it's quite tricky already. Suffer quite a bit of damage. I've already nearly killed the Revenant. Well, killed the Revenant so I can win. Yeah, and if you want to spawn demons, obviously we open the door because it's in infestation mode. We open a door, all portals can trace the line of sight back to us. We'll spawn. So we open this door, for example. These 2 portals here would summon. Now for the summoning demon card, I just simply flip a coin. Heads left hand side, tails right hand side, and that's how they spawn. So don't forget all demons move towards you as close as they can. They all attack, use abilities as soon as they can. You have to sort of grey area of the text of cards, such as like non-adjacent and play before you're attacking, you know, just to make it work in a way. I mean, obviously this isn't perfect. There are some flaws too because it isn't designed for one person. But I think the way I've made it, you can play on yourself. It does work. It is hard, but it makes it fun. So let me know what you guys think. If you got any things you want to add to this, any rules you think you could change, any ways to make it better, make it play smoother, let me know in the comment section. And thanks for watching.